we'll use that.
What's
We
that?
were talking and I hit the record button.
As soon as I
Reagan
said
was,
I was tired.
yeah, Reagan was telling me how tired she was. I said, we'll use that because it's that time of year. Reagan's working hard and she's tired, and I'm working
Spring.
hard with all the crap I do, and so it's my fault. We will not have a guest tonight. I am sorry.
Yeah, man, crap happens. So
The first few episodes we did without a guest. It went fine.
yeah, yeah,
So
it did.
then we got
So
spoiled to having a guest on here. I did post a thing in a private message to a bunch of the wrestlers looking for a guest, and nobody bit. So if you're
except for
watching, guys, you will get yourself some exposure and let the fans learn more about you. Come on,
here we go.
Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. We take this thing. So anyway, unless you're having dinner with your grandma, there's no excuse.
Just dinner with your grandma, nobody else. Not dinner with your wife,
No,
not dinner with your mama,
I'll
just your
excuse dinner
grandma.
with your grandma. That's it. How's everything been going for you?
Fine. Just spring break's so far away. So it's not till end of April. So
Oh,
I'm
really?
trudging along. That's because Easter is late in the year this year.
Yeah, but all the school systems where I'm from had spring break last week.
Well, we didn't go back early. Like we're on the standard schedule because our county's too small to take on a lawsuit. That's what the excuse
That would
was.
cause a lawsuit?
No, but
Somebody thinks it would. And
somebody
hey,
thinks of it, even though every county in the system now is just going back early, but that whatever.
you'll
No,
get there. You'll get there. You will get there. So, did you see the big announcement for Ivanhoe this week?
I did. I am super excited about that. So, is that Jeff Paul's first time being in
First
Ivanhoe?
time in Ivanhoe, and he has to face Ty Tyson in a pole match.
And what did it say gold on a pole?
Yeah, it's in honor of St. Patrick's Day. I couldn't find a leprechaun. Tried my best to find a leprechaun. I couldn't. Closest thing I could come was a homeless dude with no legs, but he wouldn't come. So anyway, um, I he was a veteran though. So, but anyway, we're gonna hang a bag of gold coins on a pole and have Ty Tyson and Jeff Paul battle of the beards.
No, yeah, that's true. Maybe eventually we need a beard versus beard match with them.
That would be awesome. But yeah, pole match along with a lot of other stuff. All the regulars are coming to Ivanhoe this week. It's going to be a great show, I do believe. We got let's see, Jeff Paul's going to be there. Ty Tyson, Matt Anderson, Baron von Kraus, and then the guys from ICW, all your favorites, including JD Anderson.
My favorite wrestler. I should get a shirt because he's my favorite wrestler.
Well, if I know him, he'll give you the one he's wearing.
I'll pass. Oh, sometimes I'm mean, so but I'm looking forward to it. Those shows are always fun. It's like just a completely different vibe than Mount Airy.
Yes.
Just in general. It's fun. It's a fun place. It's a nice little venue. And I've enjoyed the times I've gone there. So, if you're in the area, come check it out. So
Let's see if I can. All right, let's do this right here, and we'll hang on. Here it is. Boom. How's that?
there it is.
Can you see it?
I can see it now.
Uh, Doors open 6:30. Bell time 7:30. Ivanhoe Volunteer Fire Department, 4341 Ivanhoe Road, Ivanhoe, Virginia. So
And I see a couple of guys and gals that I don't I don't think I've seen in Ivanhoe before. The guy in the gold and the black and white shirt guy.
Black and
You know.
white shirt guy you have seen. He was
Okay.
there the first show we went. Everybody, all the girls was like, "Oh my God, look at that body!" Then J.D. Anderson come out, and everybody said, "Oh my God, look at that body!"
Oh, he is proud of himself. You know,
He
I
is
guess I wish I had that kind of outlook on my looks.
confidence.
Not
He
yet
is a
confident.
confident man. My God,
Yes.
you got to give him credit for that. And yes, Jeff Paul's not on the poster because he just got confirmed yesterday, and the match got made last night and posted today. Jeff Paul, Ty Tyson. Uh, you know what? I bet I could bring that up. Let me see if I can bring that up here too. I'll bring that up. This is crazy. I ain't as good at this as Matt Carter is. Matt Carter's
No,
quick, boy, like
he is
lightning when he
quick.
does this stuff.
I think it's because he has everything pulled up. We need to become better planners. That's what we need. We've got into the, getting on and being able to do the Zoom and everything. Now we got to be better planners. We got to
Right.
have
All right.
stuff
Let me
set
see.
up, and we got to have people set
I
up.
got
So
this. Yeah, you are right. I do need to start planning better. Here we go. Here we go. All right, you ready?
the look of
Boom.
your face looking at this is funny.
Do what?
I said the look on your face when you're trying to figure that out is funny. So St.
Well,
Patty's Day, bag of gold on a pole match.
yes. That's ought to be. That's why I say Battle of the Beards, baby. Look at that.
Should be interesting. Pole matches are always interesting. There's always a lot of action in them. And then I'm just I'm just what's going to happen when they get that bag of gold. Like, we know what happens with quarters and things like
I
that
know.
in a wrestling ring.
Well, but you know what I've noticed, and I've noticed this once this match was posted. The comments, there hadn't been a lot of them yet. I figured a lot of them will come in tonight, but so far the comments have almost been evenly matched. People pulling for Jeff Paul, people pulling for Ty Tyson. That's bizarre.
That is bizarre because usually people don't like Jeff Paul. He's not the most popular
Hang on a
guy
minute.
in Mount Airy. What are we doing?
Trista's calling during the show. What do you want? We're recording a show.
Oh, well, yeah, I got people that need work shirts, and I don't have no image, no design, no nada.
Okay, I'll handle it just here in a little bit. I could have just
You could have just sent her a message, be
I
like,
could
"I'm
have,
on
but
the
no,
show."
not Trista's the only one I'll bring in. Just because I like to aggravate her. But
Yeah, I'm
anyway,
sure she
yes,
loves being on there.
I know. I think she knows. I honestly think she knows. But anyway, yeah, Ty Tyson, Jeff Paul. So far, the comments for one or the other pulling for them have been oddly close. I figured everybody just hate Jeff Paul, but he's been doing some stuff up in West Virginia. It's been impressing some people. He went toe to toe with Matt Riddle a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of that, and I saw his dive. That match looked like it was good. So hate that I didn't get to see it live, but it looked like a good matchup. So
Yeah. So I mean, and coming off of a match with Matt Riddle, he's going to have a lot of steam and confidence behind him. I do believe.
well, he's always not lacking in confidence. So
That is true.
So it might even make him even more of an ego now. So might be one of those people that's now like, I am spectacular because I wrestled Matt Riddle. So might have even made him a bigger a-hole. So we'll see.
It might. There is that possibility, ain't there? Oh Lord. So Ivanhoe this Saturday night. Anything else you want to touch on before we go to commercial? When we come back to commercial, we'll talk a little bit about the Mid Atlantic episode from last night.
No, I think I'm good with Ivanhoe.
Right.
I think I remember how to get there now, so that's good.
Well, no raccoons dies in the process. That is the main thing.
Don't curse me.
Hi, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we will be right back and we'll discuss a little bit about the episode, I think it was 490. So we'll be right back.
Jimmy Valiant, Boogie Woogie Man.
Legendary Boogie Woogie Man.
Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. Hang on.
What are you doing around
What was that
here?
calling you, buddy?
Neighborhood. This
Was
is our
that Jamie?
neighborhood.
You done made young man's game.
You should be retired, Boogie.
Wait a minute, boys! Let me take a bite of my king dog.
You say King Dog?
King Dog?
Is that what you said? What? What happened?
Come on, boy!
Don't let hunger bully you. Get yourself a king dog and you too can become a super hunger fighter.
Secondhand Heroes and Home for Wayward Villains is a comic book shop and gaming store that also features Magic the Gathering and D&D. Located at 18184 Leesville Road in Evington, Virginia, Secondhand Heroes is your one-stop shop for you to get your nerd on. Open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. They don't close until the dice stop rolling. They buy, sell, trade, barter, and haggle, specializing in collectible toys, both vintage and modern, comics, Magic the Gathering, video games, console, and arcade cabinets to play, all set to free play. Host your game night with us. Monday night D&D video game competitions, and so much more. Something for the collector and gamer in us all. Call 434-317-0121 or shoot us an email with any questions to secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. Note, secondhandheroesva@gmail.com. That's 2ND, handheroesva@gmail.com. Come game with us. Tease Treats is a food truck service that operates out of Mount Airy, North Carolina. They serve decadent, delicious ice cream treats, hot dogs, chicken tenders, chicken sandwiches, nachos, funnel cakes, and so much more. They can be in multiple locations at the same time, available for festivals, athletic tournaments, concerts, or any gathering. When it comes to delicious quality and reasonable prices, you can't go wrong with Tease Treats. You can find out more about Tease Treats at facebook.com/Tease Treats, or you can give them a call at 336-755-8204. You'll find out that Tease Treats are not only the best concessions in wrestling, but the best concessions anywhere.
All right, welcome back to we're doing a commercial. Me and Ray was talking about personal lives, so we'll just end that conversation right here.
Right here.
Right here. So anyway, AIWF Mid-Atlantic episode 490.
Wow, we're almost getting to, 500. You got to do something special for 500.
Yeah, we'll have
We should have some kind of contest or something for 500 episodes.
Well, you know that since we tape all the episodes, we're going to have to really figure out which episode's 500 in the show notes.
Yes.
So
yeah, 500. That is impressive because that's not counting Cyberzone episodes.
No,
right?
that's not counting Cyberzone episodes.
So I mean,
there's like 150 of them.
That's crazy. That's a lot of wrestling content from little indie in Mount Airy when you think about it.
Yeah,
I think that's a pretty impressive feat. So.
It is. Oh, and we got some, before we get into that episode, I want to mention right quick that we do have some content coming up on the network this week from the AIWF Northeast. That it's like, I think tomorrow night, it's Bloodsaws defending the World TV title against somebody. And then we've got some World Tag Team titles matches coming up in the future. So we've got a lot of good stuff coming up on that.
Yeah, we got a lot of good content on that YouTube page.
And it is at almost 1,000 videos.
Which is crazy, too, when you think about it. That's good. It's a good place. It's, I think it's got a lot for everybody. You've got the people who still have been following AIWF since the late 90s. And you got people like looking at today's content and now getting all this content from around the world from the affiliates. I mean, it's
It's amazing.
quite
Which,
the
speaking of the
dynasty.
late '90s, if there's any the guys from back then, or any of the guys from the 2000s that's retired or whatever that wants to were wrestled with us here in the Mid Atlantic, if you want to come on the show, shoot me or Reagan a message. We'd love to have you guys come on every once in a while and get nostalgic with us. We talk about the good old days. I think it'd be awesome.
I think it'd be great. So,
well, I talked to let's see, next week, if everything works out, Seth Burns is supposed to be here with us.
yeah. Yuck. I do not. I don't like having to deal with obnoxiousness when I get home. I deal with that all day, and then I got to deal with the petulant child like Seth Clayton Burns. So,
gonna be fun, ain't it?
That's what
I can't wait. And I'm also trying to work out a date to get. I guess we just call him Creeping Death.
Creeping Death. Well, I mean,
I don't know what to call him. I mean, he was Creeping Death, and then now everybody just refers to him again as AC. But
yes,
I'm trying to get him on, so hopefully in the near future we'll have him on, and we'll sit down and talk some of the crazy stuff that we do. Now we might have to go a little longer than the normal 15 minutes when we get these guys on here because they got a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah, we'll probably have to start the episode out with that and not hold it off so we can have plenty of time.
Might be a good idea. So, anyway, let's talk. Where's it at?
Got to be prepared.
Wait a minute. I didn't do it right. I got it. Yeah, buddy.
You might have to edit this out.
No, you won't bet I don't.
It's more of it flows better than it is.
Here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Can you see it?
I can see it. You're hitting the play button.
Oh, there you are. Ha ha! There. Now,
Mickey Folk.
did you?
And I missed. I put Mickey Folk. I put what in the world? Oh my God! Now I'm embarrassed.
Now, did you notice the ovation he got?
Yeah, that I think people were, he went on a hiatus before. Oh my, he was not there for Season's Beatings.
Mm-hmm. And they hated him at Friday night.
But he's had some difficulties with Seth Clayton Burns, and I think people hate Seth Clayton Burns more. So
that's kind of what I think. That's the only thing I could think is that they just do not like Seth Clayton Burns more than they dislike Mickey Folk. But I mean, the ovation he got was just like he'd never called everybody rednecks that he hated them. It blew my mind.
People have a short-term memory loss. They have short-term memory problems. So,
I'm assuming.
But once you go up against Seth and change your ways, it's easy to kind of slide back into fan favorite. He was a fan favorite before he went with Seth. So, everybody goes through stages in their lives, and I guess he went through the stage of aligning himself with a weasel and saw that wasn't working out for him.
Get it all out now because Seth will probably be on here next week. Let's take a look at Mickey's opponent for the match on that one.
It's Kisco. You got it.
Wait, all I hear, it's not showing it.
It's not showing?
It's just the clip. I just see the little icon.
Well, if he was going to give it to me,
and I hear Brian's voice.
Wow, this usually works so good.
Oh my God, we're struggling.
Yes,
there we go. Is
that better?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. There we go. Steven Storm, the AIWF Midwest champion. I think he's from Indiana.
He is proud of him. His very confident fella. So it's it was definitely an odd matchup, and that man again has great confidence. That's all I'm going to say. There were some times that it made me feel like I shouldn't be looking at his bare chest, but it was a good match though. He looks, he looks like a joke, but he's not. That's the thing with him.
Right.
He comes out and you just look at him and you just can't take him seriously. But once he starts wrestling, things change. So
Well, let's do this then. Ha ha! This always works better with pitchers.
yes.
So this is the match between Mickey Folk and Steven Storm, and the Midwest title was on the line.
Yeah, because actually there was a mix-up, right? Like Mickey was going into the anniversary show, I'm sure, preparing for the other.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in another match, and when you have people coming from all over the world, like we did for that show, sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
So Mickey got a shot at that Midwest title, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm kind of glad he didn't win it. I'll go ahead, I'll tell everybody, Mickey didn't win the title. He is not the AIWF Midwest champion, and that's probably good because that's a lot of traveling to do that, to go to Indiana every couple of weeks.
Yeah, yeah. Midwest is it's pretty far out there.
So it might have been a blessing in disguise. Now I can't remember. I didn't watch the match. I know you and Brian did. How did the bull rope get involved?
How did the bull rope get involved? It just got involved. Like Mickey brought it out and he put it in the corner and he kept pulling it out and the ref kept, making him put it down. And then all of a sudden it just became a bull rope match. I don't know that there was an actual announcement or anything. Was there, Brian?
No.
Nothing.
No. It's that the bull rope was never actually used as a weapon.
Ah.
At that point in the match, they
Okay.
were kind of a tug of war
Oh.
back and forth, but it was never actually used as a weapon, so the ref didn't disqualify anybody.
Good. Hopefully everybody picked up that. Said it was never used as a weapon. So it couldn't be a DQ from it because it was just they were pulling it back and forth. So
I got you. And now many people don't know, but this gentleman right here in the ponytail.
Oh yeah,
Reagan's best friend over the weekend.
Yeah, he did. It was nice to get to know him. He was one of I can't remember his name off the top. Matt. I can't remember his last name, but Matt.
He come down with the production crew for AIWF Worldwide.
They did.
Across the globe, I'm sorry.
And I was afraid that we would be territorial, because sometimes, when you have one production company with another one, you might butt heads, but they were friendly, they were professional, they were fantastic. Matt took his time when he was hooking up the stuff to talk to me about what they used and to talk to me about what I used. And we talked about the way we record and video and produce, and it was fun. And I think I learned a lot. And so we're working on some updates, hopefully, as I finish researching stuff out. So
heck yeah. So anyway, there was another match on that show. It was a four-way, I think it was, for the AIWF World Tag Team titles. We here are more interested in the Mid-Atlantic guys, so that's why that was our little highlight thing for tonight on this episode. But it was a good show, and we'll have more highlights. The Mid-Atlantic episodes, we'll continue to feature those.
Considering that was a 12-hour show, we should get over the weekend. We should have lots and lots of matches to put up.
Well, the good thing is that we got Ivanhoe this weekend, so there'll be more stuff, that's going to be piled up on us. We still have to make it all the way to April 5th before I make Mount.
That's not too far off, though.
No, it's a couple of weeks.
Back in Mount Airy, Mid-Atlantic.
Spring Jam. We're starting off with Spring Jam this year.
Yeah, and we got some, new faces coming down. coming sideways. I don't know from
We
which
have-
direction they're coming, but
We have new people coming in for at least the next 3 shows.
which is
So
which
at
which
least
is
the next
great.
at least the next 3 shows we're gonna have. Now, some of them you've seen, some of them you haven't, but most of them, all of you haven't seen in a while. So it's going to be interesting. All the way through June, we've got new people coming in. So new faces. Ought to be very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, that's one good thing about us is we, people want to come, people want to wrestle with us and stuff. And it's great for the fans to see these guys and gals who come from other places. Cause if if the crowd likes them, it's good to follow them and follow their career. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to get back at like Mid-Atlantic wrestling and stuff. So
Yes,
I
me
had
too.
fun at the anniversary show, but it was a little stressful. So
Well, and speaking of that, there's some interesting stuff that we'll talk about off the air as the show gets closer. So we might even talk about some of it. Say, are you coming to Ivanhoe?
we're planning on it, right? Yeah, we're
Okay.
planning on it.
Well, good. We'll sit down and have a meeting in Ivanhoe. Good enough. So, anything else you want to talk about? It's kind of a short show today because we didn't have no guests, but I think we did good.
I think we did pretty good.
With you being tired and me being old.
Yeah, I'm usually more perky. It's a rough day. We ended the day with a guy playing drums in the gym, like tribal drums with 150 students. And
Oh, yeah, I used to see them guys do that on trash cans out in Las
it
Vegas.
was, oh my God, Tony Pots and Pans. Never mind. I'll have to talk about that off camera because the show is a HBO thing that we shouldn't talk about on shows where young people might watch. So
Got you. All right, then. Well, let's wrap it up then. Next week, hopefully Seth Burns will be here and we can get him on and let him talk about. Maybe we'll bring him on a little earlier in the show just to aggravate you and get some more content. Who knows? But also we can recap Ivanhoe.
we can.
Yes,
And
we
maybe
can.
I'll try to learn people's names more. So, and not put Mickey Folk. I cannot believe I put that. You know why I put that? Because where I grew up I grew up in Stokes County too. So where I lived, there were folks and folks. And I think I just had a brain moment where I just put folk without even thinking about it.
Yeah, well, I have you to know that you were not there Sunday, and I had to take your place on the production board. So there's God knows what kind of mistakes we're going to see when those shows come around.
Well, see, that makes you realize what a asset I am, and you should be nice to me more often.
I will do my best. I'll put that in my notes.
You just need to start bringing me back my chili cheese fries.
Now, you got to talk to a runner about that. I do my other things now.
Yeah. All right. Well,
We'll handle it.
I ran my one runner off, so I have to find me another one.
He couldn't run. Anyway, on that note, we will call it a show, and we will see you next week. For Reagan Danzig, I am Rick Diesel, and we'll see you next week.